Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number's forecast for the full moon that's coming up on November 27th, 2023. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading to take a look at your own numerology and your year ahead forecast or anything else you want to take a look at, you can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. Also, this is a great time to get your year ahead forecast and your diamond forecast to take a look at what energies may be presenting for you in the year of 2024. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast for the full moon on November 27th. Life path number 9. So this full moon is bringing in your own energy of the 9, and also you'll be working with the energy of chameleon. So with this, I feel like there's something where you may be so immersed in it that you can't see the forest for the trees, so to speak. And it may be something that's sort of emotionally charged or high energy where you sort of are choosing sides. And with chameleon coming through and with your 9 energy coming through, there's something here that's saying, just back up a little bit and become the observer. See the situation for what it actually is beyond the illusions, right? Like what's really happening? Why are you feeling, emotionally charged over this? Why are you feeling triggered, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Why do you feel like you have to choose sides? And is there a better way? Especially working with your own energy of the 9, there's something that needs to change. There's something that needs to close out. So if there's a situation where you are very much attached to it or very much attached to the outcome or very much invested in the outcome, just really pull back a little bit and ask yourself, why am I so attached to this? How can I release it? Because a big journey of the 9 has to do with releasing and things being transient and really showing up in a way that is unbiased as much as possible, so that you can offer guidance, solutions from a higher source, right? A higher consciousness, from your own, connection to your soul instead of your ego. So my point is, there could be situations around this full moon where you are so immersed in it that you're not seeing the full picture, because the solution is not going to be found from being immersed in the situation. So if there's divisiveness, if there's discord, you really do need to remove yourself from that situation and become the observer, become the chameleon, and find ways to see it from a different perspective. Find the common ground, find the harmony of that situation. And you may have to be the person who brings the balance, who brings the solution to the discord. And of course, you don't have any control over what another person does, but you do have control over what you do. And if you are being overly biased in a situation and it's creating separation or it's creating more discord, there's not a whole lot of good that can come from that, especially as a 9. You really do have to remove yourself from it and then see the bigger picture and then make decisions and then decide how you want to move forward. So it could also be with career or something like that. You might be so immersed in it, of course, because that's life, right? We're on this journey, we're immersed in it. But sometimes we do have to kind of pull back a little bit and see, okay, what's the bigger picture? What's the reality? What are the solutions? What am I actually being faced with? And then making decisions from there. So there's just what keeps coming through, especially with this full moon, because a full moon is often about completion, closing out, ending something that's not working, or completing something that was working and is just closing out. But there's really this energy, especially with chameleon, of sort of blending in and not being divisive, not feeling like you have to state your opinion or be the loudest in the room or whatever the case may be, but instead observing, just seeing what's really going on. And then when you have a greater understanding, making your decisions, figuring out the solution to the problem or whatever the situation may be. There's also this energy of like adaptability. You all could see some themes coming up around forgiveness, compassion, empathy, adaptability, that sort of thing. If you can't control the situation, which in most cases we can't, how can you adapt to it, right? Like, what are some ways that you could actually adapt to it so that it becomes more comfortable, so that it becomes more beneficial to all involved? There's just a lot of these themes around this full moon. Now, again, it's a shorter cycle. It's only for like a week or two. But I think that you'll see some areas where it is that being fully immersed in it or trying to control the outcome is not working and is probably depleting you in some way. So where is it that you can kind of be the chameleon in this situation and just observe and, use your greater wisdom to decide how to best handle the situation so that it actually benefits not only self, but all involved, because that is the vibration of the 9. So interesting energies here. And I would also say, definitely at this time, pay attention to your dreams, to your intuition, to your higher guidance, because it will be helping you to make the decisions that you need to make to sort of rectify or bring solutions to this situation, whatever this situation is. And it doesn't have to be between you and another person. Again, it could be conflict about like, do I stay at this job or do I leave this job? Do I open my own business or do I not? Do I, whatever the case may be. Do I move to another country or do I not? So, but again, remove yourself from the situation, at least energetically, to be the observer for a bit and just see if you don't sort of gain greater perspective. Okay? So I hope it's a beautiful full moon, 9s. Take care. Bye for now.